I'm Ian Holmes alongside Gary Robinson of the Parksville Lawn Bowling Club here at the Canadian Mixed Pairs Lawn Bowling Championship. Beautiful Parksville, British Columbia. We are after 7 ends, 12-2 Team BC leading Alberta. Earlier today was the BC B team over Saskatchewan to claim the bronze medal game, so Western Canada, another strong showing at this tournament, as documented earlier by my colleague Gary here.
Okay, and here's a nice shot by Marlene. Just going to stick it in behind the jack. Wonderful position for an opener.
Here comes Heather Mackie's second shot.
This is a nice looking shot
Nicely
too.
done.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. And she has the shot.
Marlene Cluetinx.
And there again, the
bit
last
short.
time they were coming this direction, Marlene changed hands and came up short, and she did it again.
Heather Mackie.
Ooh,
Gets a
touches
little
her
bump
own
and
ball
roll.
in. Very nice.
We'll get another look at that here, Gary. This is a very nice little bump and roll.
Absolutely wonderful position.
Cluetinx trying to make amends, and she'll slip just off to the right.
Just running through.
Certainly a contending bowl, though.
Yes, it looks like Alberta may be sitting two here.
It's close, certainly. We have a nice angle from here. It's
We sure do.
right in front of, 20 feet in front of our broadcast table. It looks very close. One for sure for Alberta at this stage. Heather Mackie's shot draws in here to the left. Marlene Cluetinx.
She comes up short again. So far it seemed like Marlene is playing really strongly with her backhand shots, but struggling a little bit with the forehands.
And now Pat Bird and Christie Grahame will duo here as the skips have their turn. Still lots of lawn bowling to play here. 18 ends, and we are in end 8 with a 12-2 advantage for British Columbia. Pat Bird with the first of his 4 bowls here. Spectacular afternoon for lawn bowling here in beautiful Parksville.
It's a
Nice
nice
weight.
ball by Pat. Very nice ball here. And just like that, Alberta's sitting 3.
Yeah.
Oh, Christie's coming at it.
Ooh. Still lying 3 here for BC. Or Alberta, pardon me.
Pat was just checking the one Alberta bowl on the side there to make sure it was still in play.
Just the one down now.
Christie Grahame here.
Touches up the BC bowl, but Alberta's still sitting shot.
Yeah. Third bowl here for Pat Bird. Just coming in left to right. A late break, does it have the wheels to slip in?
Christie plays quickly here.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Ooh, that is very, looks like Alberta's still lying
I
one.
think Alberta's still
Yeah,
got the one.
They do
yes.
have the one, and it's very... So another point here for Alberta, 12-3 BC.
Well, they've still got
Oh,
two goals
oh, so
to
oops, I didn't see that actually. Getting ahead of myself here, as they're just resetting and checking. I'm a rookie at this, Gary. It's not going to be an oil painting,
You're doing a fine job, Ian.
but I can't count. I should know that there are 4 bowls per player. So here is Pat Bird.
I'd anticipate he's just going to try and draw down to Christie's bowl beside Jack. Hopefully sit for 2.
Nice weight.
Oh, perhaps a roll in. I think he might have done it.
Let's see if we can get a camera angle on where that lies now. And here's a replay of this.
Oh man.
Hard to say from this angle, but they may be sitting 2.
So one last shot here for Christie Grahame to wrap up end 8. Christie Grahame with his unorthodox delivery, and it's worked for him for the most part here today.
Just a little outside with that
Oh,
one.
it just went all the way through.
And let's see what the count is. 2 for Alberta.
2 for Alberta. Chipping away.
Absolutely. That's what we were looking for. Just a little momentum shift, and now all of a sudden, I'm sure Alberta's thinking it's not over
No.
yet.
Slowly kind of coming back here. The last 3 ends here has been
Okay,
Alberta.
so now Pat's looking for a little shorter jack this time. We're finally seeing a bit of a change in strategy.
And here for Alberta, Gary, just if we can get 1 or 2 for a few more ends and just keep going in this general direction. You think that's what they're thinking at this point?
Absolutely. No,
We don't need to go for
get
the jugular.
desperate yet.
Yeah.
No, we're just approaching the halfway point in
Yeah.
the game, and if they happen to pick up another 1 or 2 this end, then they're thinking it can still be done.
Heather Mackie with the opener here in
Yeah. Okay, so
round 9.
there you instantly see the challenge. They've gone to a shorter jack, and she's still throwing
Right.
a little more weight, and she's well back of the jack this time.
Cluetinx.
Yeah, plays
Well,
it
nice
in
shot.
nicely. Good position.
Here's Heather Mackie. 1/2 of the
She's
Alberta
a
lead.
little narrow with that one, and a little short.
And there's that adjustment you're talking about, finding that right range here with the new shorter jack placement. Cluetinx with a better read here.
Yeah, it's a great looking
Right on
ball
top of the
here.
jack here.
Oh,
Oh,
right to
just
it. That's a
spectacular.
beauty.
And the crowd appreciative of that very masterful shot. We'll get another look at that here, Gary. This thing just slips down and drags that jack back with it.
Yes,
Just
right on top of it.
Yeah.
It's a beauty.
Heather Mackie coming in just off to the outside on the right here. A late curl could be a factor if that jack gets moved back.
Looks like she's playing in behind a little bit. Oh, taps the ball back. Good position. Yes.
Right in here, Heather.
Still heavy.
Whatever.
Heather Mackie.
Oh, just catches the edge of the BC bowl and rolls away.
Double whammy against the Albertans there. Cluetinx placing this in just off to the right. Another nice bowl though. Hangs in behind.
Yes.
Still a contender.
Good position.
Pat Bird with the first of 4 bowls here. In the back half of round 9. Canadian Mixed Pairs National Championship here from Parksville, BC.
His backhand is looking pretty good. He's very close
Right
here,
on top of it
and
here.
I think he's
Oh,
picked it
just
up and
beautiful.
sits with it.
Oh, and it
A
rolls back
glorious
down
shot.
on its end. Oh,
Glorious shot.
just nice late movement there.
Right in here.
Can't ask for anything better than
Oh,
that.
that's terrific.
Christie Grahame looking for a rebuttal.
Oh, and just slips through.
Suggestions?
Walking on that way still?
Pat Bird attacking the jack, it looks like here.
Oh, he's close again. Oh, fabulous ball.
So what's the, is that 2 for Alberta or is it just the 1? We'll get another look at that here. Trying to differentiate.
Looks like it's just one at the moment. Christie trying to tap up the BC bowl, and he's
Oh, he
just short of it.
Just short.
So the game's on this end. Both of the skips playing some fine-looking bowls here.
And you can just tell just how cluttered that house is. This has been a tightly contested round. As now both teams just evaluating where they're at here with 2 bowls each to roll for BC and Alberta. Grahame, or Bird and Mackie, I should say. Here's Pat Bird, whose
Give me a foot over here.
range seems to be coming together at this stage of the match. A rough start, but he's really picking it up right now, Gary.
Well, yes, and we saw the front end struggle a little bit with the change to this length, but the skips are both really enjoying this particular length. We may see a little more of it as the game unfolds.
This
Matt
one.
Boldus did not want to come back in.
Oh. Not a factor here, off to the left by a good 4 or 5 feet here.
He may be thinking that Christie will want to take a bit of a run at this, and he's planted something on the outside just in case the jack gets kicked out there.
Well, he's attacking the jack. Some contact for someone.
Close, rattles, and yes.
So what do we have here? A replay will
This is a
give us a
beauty.
nice indication.
Turns the one Alberta bowl away, turns the second one away, and sits for shot.
Wonderful shot there by Grahame. He's certainly got some wizardry to his Christie Graham's with those bump and rolls.
Yes, he does. I've been the victim of it many times.
Pat Bird looking for an answer.
One is just going to
Just a little
slide
short.
away.
Oh, it had the right line, but it just wasn't
Yes.
quite strong enough to maintain that line.
Christie may want to take this shot. Oh, they may be sitting two. Marlene feels they're sitting two. Christie might want to take it and not throw that last ball.
You'd think he would just play this very conservative.
Yes, he's
here.
picking the mat up.
Yeah, that's. And he'll just lob this off well to the right. Line 2 for BC. That's a pretty important bounce back round for BC. I'm sure they're feeling maybe a little nervous there with some
Well,
momentum taken
I'm
back
not-
there by Alberta.
Not only is it nice for them to pick up the end, but to do it with a really well played shot. Got to feel good about that.
Right.
And it's two.
14-4 for BC over Alberta. Still plenty of lawn bowling to go, but BC certainly has a nice level of control at this stage here.
Absolutely. Christie gave Marlene a little signal that he wanted a long jack again, so it's backed it well down the green. Even though they managed to win that last end, certainly Alberta played it reasonably well, and they would like to avoid playing that length if they can.
So following this tournament, Gary, there's nothing advancing beyond this tournament,
No.
officially anyways.
No, there's no international competition for the winners to head to in this particular case.
But the Team Saskatchewan, who lost the bronze medal game, the Roney couple, they're heading off to LA, I understand, Los Angeles for a tournament.
Yes, they've already headed for the airport, and they're off to play in the U.S. Open down in LA. So Keith Roney had been skipping all week for the Saskatchewan team, but he elected to play lead for this last game because he's starting playing singles tomorrow morning and wanted to get his draw game back in shape.
What a facility. It just seems to be amazing that this facility, the Parksville Lawn Bowling Club here at Stanford Avenue East in Parksville, maintained entirely by volunteers. Looking at the quality of this facility, it's a pretty impressive facility. Isn't it, Greg?
Absolutely. It takes a lot of work by volunteers, and they do a great job. The green itself, a fabulous base that it was built on, and it's led to some great play over the years. And we've been very fortunate this week. The players are loving the green.
The leads getting their bowls in here.
Oh, another nice bowl by Marlene there.
Okay, still there. So
Those
it's just in front
bowls
of the jack
can
and
be used.
the
If
edge off there was
Heather
too.
could come in, maybe get a little wick off the side of one, and could be right on the jack if she plays it right.
Heather Mackie slipping this in right to left. Nice speed. It's a little
Ooh.
touch. Bounces off that BC bowl.
Caught it just a little bit too squarely. If she would just have caught the angle a
Yeah.
little more, she would have been right in onto the jack. Very close.
There's that replay. It's just, as you mentioned, it just hit off the head there and didn't quite get that roll off to the left there to slip in. As here now is Christie Grahame with his trademark quick sling follow through. This is right on top of the
And
jack
this is
here.
a beauty. There you
Oh,
go.
slips on the inside. Nice shot. And there's another look at that shot coming in here, and a thing of beauty here.
Yeah, Alberta do have the two back bowls. I'll expect that Pat will certainly be playing enough weight to try and move things around.
Here is Pat Bird now, coming in right to left.
And he's
Little
just drawing with
short.
this shot, and he's going to come up a little bit short.
Christie Grahame. Nice weight here. Oh, just
another lovely
unbelievable.
ball.
He's dialed in, or what right now?
Is he ever?
And here's another replay of this. Another nice shot, little bump and roll, and hangs in, but just behind the jack.
He's been playing that touch shot just beautifully all game long. A little more aggressively this time by Pat.
Yeah. This slips in.
And
Oh, cuts
Oh,
in. He's got the
pretty.
roll. Now he's lying one here for Alberta. And we'll get another look at that on the replay. Beautiful shot there by Bird.
very nice. Terrific weight with that shot.
Christie Graham's coming in. This one slipping in just behind. Alberta lying one. Bird will have to be careful here. Doesn't want to bump. There's two BC balls sitting right in behind that
That's
Alberta bowl. He's got to be
That's
very
correct.
careful here,
It's
doesn't
a
he?
very tricky shot now.
He's going to follow this up to see.
Oh,
It's going to hit
no.
the BC bowl.
Looks like they're still sitting shot.
They are sitting one, but there are three BC bowls.
Yes, they're
Sitting
surrounded by the BC Bulls.
Christie Grahame.
Oh, and he pushed it right through. Who would have thought you could sneak a ball through there, but he found a way.
Looks, no, get another look at that shot there. But
This hand,
looks like Alberta, they still have the one here. They do have one. It's close, but
Pat's debating, is it a point in the game where he's got to play this shot, or does he just want to take the one? And they're going to take the one.
okay. Why mess around?
Absolutely.
The respective leads here, Heather Mackie and Marlene Cluetinx going head-to-head here.
Oh, it's a very nice opener by Heather this end. She's right. Oh, just tucks it in nicely behind the jack.
It's 4 inches in behind that jack. That's a nice opener. Cluetinx knifing this in left to right. Does it have the steam?
And no, she's come up a bit short with that one. Let's see if Heather can repeat here. Try to put a little pressure on BC this end.
It's coming back to the left. Some late movement here.
Oh, it's a very nice bowl. Yes, good position. Okay.
Marlene Cluetinx.
Marlene switched to the forehand. And it held out.
It just didn't come back.
See a chance for Alberta to put another one into the head. And she's going to touch her earlier bowl.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Nicely done. Perhaps one of those accidentally on purpose, or maybe by design. I'm not sure.
Absolutely. Okay, and Marlene looks like she's held it out again.
Yeah, she's had some issues veering to the right here. What does Heather Mackie have up her sleeve here? Her range seems to be on right now. This one is heading right towards
And
the
there
jack.
she goes again. Great
Oh,
bowl.
just
Very
brilliant.
nice touch.
There's a replay of that shot there by Mackie. Just a nice touch and
That's
roll.
terrific. Okay, Marlene's coming after these now. And she's missed everything.
It's-
Whoa. What a sudden turn of events here. Alberta's sitting very comfortably at this point in time.
has the door open for Alberta to put a significant little chunk into that deficit.
Well, certainly this is the first real opportunity that they've had.
Pat Bird. First of four.
And here comes
slipping
another
in.
one. Another one.
More pressure applied here from Alberta.
Absolutely. But we can't count Christie out. 4 chances at this. He's going to put something close. You could pretty well count on it.
His force first off to the right a bit. Late movement.
Oh, he's going to catch the second
Oh, and it
Alberta
just
shot.
tucks
It's
in.
very nice. And he's got the shot.
Here's a replay. So
Look at that.
looks like he's lying.
Sat down beautifully.
Cerebral shot there by Christie Grahame.
Of course, Pat's thinking, well, it's the only bowl that they've got in the head. It
That's
may be a
right.
great shot, but it can be gone.
Yeah. Is that eliminated now? Looks like he's got a beeline for that bowl.
Oh, wrecks up his own bowl in front.
Christie Grahame doesn't look like the kind of bowler you want to make any life easier on. He can make you pay. He's coming in left to right with this. Tucked in behind.
Yes, not a bad spot.
BC line 1, Bird trying to penetrate. As Gary Robinson just mentioned, there's just that one bowl in there, so there's options to clean that out.
He's coming out of a little more
Yes.
weight this time. He's got a good-looking shot, and he's turned it
Yes.
out. It's a great ball.
Great shot there by Bird. Get a replay of that now. That was well executed here. Oh, just not a lot of room, and
Absolutely,
he hit it on the button and
Looks
got
like
that.
Alberta may be sitting 4. Christie's firing at it. Oh. Well, there's still a couple of Alberta bowls in the head.
2 for sure. Let's see here from our vantage point on our monitor here. Looks like a 2 or 3. This is an important end. You just get that feeling, Gary, that Alberta needs like a couple at least.
Well, and they got it started early with 4 great bowls by Heather Mackie this end to put them in good position, and Pat Bird's just looking to try and rebuild that head, pick up a few shots here.
Just a little outside,
Looks
but
like
still.
it may be in the count.
Yes, that's close. That second Alberta bowl, is it? Are they line 2 or 3? You'll have
I
to.
think there might be 3.
Big shot here for Christie Grahame.
Looks like it's holding out on
No,
Christie.
it is. Three. 4?
4 or 5.
5?
I have a feeling it might have been 5.
I think it is 5.
Oh, what a turn
Wow,
of events, and now the game is really on.
Unbelievable. 11th end here. Looks like they're going to play short again. Or mid-range, or it's going a little deeper.
Yeah, probably a little deeper than Pat was hoping for.
Can Mackie continue with her momentum, and can Cluetinx get her rhythm back? 14-10 now for British Columbia in her 12th end.
Heather looks like a fairly good start here again. Okay, she's going to stop about 3 feet in front.
Alberta outscoring BC 9-2 in the last 5 ends here.
Yes, it can happen very quickly. Marlene playing the backhand. She's been a little steadier with her backhand today, and this looks like it's just going to sneak out.
Yeah.
Both bowls about 3 feet in front.
Heather Mackie,
Oh, this is a
Nice
nice
weight.
looking bowl.
very nice weight,
Very
spectacular
nice,
shot,
and
in
that's a
behind.
beauty. Well
you,
done.
You can't drop it better than that. Right in behind that jack.
Okay, so now we've switched Marlene to her forehand, and she's been a little less consistent with her forehand. Let's see how she does with this one.
Pulling up a little shy. In the conversation, though. As Certainly contender to get knocked further ahead.
It's another nice bowl by Heather.
Heather Mackie, she's become a story the last few rounds, really
Yeah,
pacing this comeback.
she really picked it up.
And it's been Cluetinx who's fallen on hard times the last few ends here. This looks like a beauty.
Oh, a nice result there. Gets the wick and settled down.
Yes, and
I think she may have stolen the shot.
yeah, she's lying. She is lying that bowl right now. Here's the replay monitor now, Gary, and tucks in.
And it
Yes,
just settles down. Very
and
nice.
just by a smidge has that inside track on that jack. Heather Mackie.
Good.
A little heavy as it goes in behind,
Still one down.
but little insurance for Alberta deep in behind the house here.
Oh, another nice bowl by
Oh
Marlene.
yes,
There
right
you
on
go.
top.
There you go.
That's a spectacular shot by Cluetinx. One that she really needed here.
Well, you
Gary.
leave that backhand for Marlene, and she's gonna
And
put
here's
it
the
in there for
replay.
you.
Just spectacular.
It's just a super draw.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to tell from our broadcast vantage point here, but BC lying one for sure. But obviously that's going to get moved around here quite a bit.
We already have 3 bowls and just a couple of inches of the jacks, so
Yeah.
very tight.
It's been so fun watching the duo here of Christie Grahame and Pat Bird, contrasting styles going back and forth. It's been a nice battle between these two. How rare is that last round? A 5 spot put up by Alberta. How rare is that?
Yes, at this level, you're not going to see that very often. So it was a few unfortunate misses by BC. The forehand going up on this rink seems to be holding out a little bit, and they just hit that run a couple of times, and Alberta took advantage.
Pat Bird.
Oh, he's right there and touched his own bowl out, it looks like.
So here's the replay. And BC line 1 from the best we could tell from here. Pat Bird, second shot.
He's a little short with this one.
Oh, great line, but as you mentioned, just a foot short. Christie Grahame hitting some of the traffic up high and nestles about a foot away from the jack. Still line 1 for BC. Best we can tell. I don't know if that's a second BC bowl in behind or is that an Alberta bowl? I think it's an Alberta bowl, isn't it?
I'm not sure of that.
It's tough to tell from here.
Oh, Pat's playing a little more weight into this shot. Very interesting. Let's see what happens. Oh, well, he touched up 2 of his own bowls.
Well, looks like we're going to have some clearance here coming up now for Christie Grahame to knock these around a little bit, maybe. Oh, is he drawing in?
Yeah. Just
Huh.
wants to protect what he's got.
Yeah.
Get in there with a meter on. Let's go somewhere.
Strategy here between Mackie and Bird. BC lying at least one here. Here's Pat Bird with his final bowl.
Oh, and he just slips by. It was a
Chest.
great try.
It was a very good effort. He just missed that.
And Christie's going to
easy
take
bowl.
the 2 shots.
So it is 2. So that's a big bounce back end for BC. Certainly an important bounce back end there for the British Columbians.
Right on. Oh,
And BC goes right back to the longer jack again.
Cluetinx with the opener. In end of 13 of 18 ends. 16-10 is the lead for BC.
Ball's
BC,
well in front.
BC in yellow and blue, and the Albertans in the white and pink tops. Nice shot here
And
from
a nice
Mackie.
shot here by Heather.
Yeah. Nice range on that shot. Marlene Cluetinx. Stays in play by about a foot or so. And Heather Mackie with another nice shot.
Heather's really picked up her game, and it's made the difference for Alberta.
Cluetinx slipping this in, coming in a
Oh,
little hot.
looking good. Oh,
Oh.
she just slides by. Well, Alberta continue to sit too.
Not far short.
okay.
We're another 4 feet on that. No, I love it actually. Come on.
Heather Mackie with another nice looking bowl. Does it have a little more steam? It just kind of pulls up.
It's a little shorter with
little
that
short.
one, but not a bad position.
Nice line, but just ran out of steam there. Ooh, Cluetinx
Oh,
dragging
she
the
picks up
jack.
the jack. That's a
Yeah,
beautiful shot.
Very nice. That's the shot she was looking for last time. Just didn't quite work out. Pretty much and here's the replay of that. Just beautiful here, Gary.
Just slipped
Split-
inside the
yeah.
Alberta bowl.
split the two bowls and drags the jack.
5 feet on those 2 balls of yours.
That's big for Marlene. She's been fighting it a little bit of late.
It looks like Heather's going to slip in behind. Nothing wrong with that.
So Christie Grahame and Pat Bird to go head to head here. There are 4 bowls coming up here in end of 13. Grahame slings this to the right. Curling left. This is quite a nice shot.
Yes, very
Beautiful.
nice.
Looks like he's lying that one there. It's close.
Yeah. That'll give BC 2 bowls counting at this point.
Pat Bird. Right to
He's
left.
trying
It's a
to
little
reach
wide.
Christie's bowl. I think he's got it.
Oh.
Great shot.
What a shot by Bird. At first glance, it looked like it was going to hang right, but it just got a nice. There's the replay. Oh, beautiful.
Christie's bowl coming in. He's
Oh,
close
yeah, he's
again.
right on target.
Just going to
Little
slide
heavy.
to the side of it.
Yeah. Just a little heavy there for Grahame. Here comes the deliberate Pat Bird. Looks like he's right on target here.
Very nice.
Oh,
Drawing the
just
jack. It's a
spectacular.
beautiful shot.
Alberta with 2 here. Here's the replay here,
Christie's
Gary.
firing at it.
And Christie's ripping it.
And they're both gone.
Wow, those 2 Alberta bowls. Laser
like-
beamed out of
just
there
like
by
that.
Christie Grahame.
All that hard work by Alberta disappears very quickly.
Has to be demoralizing for Bird, but he's got to hop back up and make a nice shot again.
So it looks a little heavier going in behind.
So 1 for...
One on a measure, it looks like.
It's up high a little bit. All right, the
Pat,
last shot here for
yeah.
Bird.
Pat needs a good draw here.
And there's room to do so.
There sure is.
Looks like he can slip right to left, and behind that congestion, Gary looks to be the shot. That's what he's going to do. Does it have the gas to
Oh,
get
I think
there?
he's close. He's close. Looks like
Oh.
he's, yes.
Beautiful.
Great draw.
Nice shot by Pat Bird.
Everybody.
So it's a 5-shot deficit. Here it is again. Look at the draw weight. Just
Yeah, it was in. It was in.
great touch. Nicely done there by Alberta. 16-11 BC with the lead after 13. A nice response there from Alberta. I'm sure they wanted it more. It could have been more, but can't forget about that nice shot by Christie Grahame to get rid of those 2. Alberta
Christie
could have
did
been a
a
lot worse.
masterful job killing the 2 shots, but Pat made the shot when he needed to for 1. And once again, Alberta pulls the mat up.
That good?
Certainly not a lot of time left now. 5 ends right into that stretch drive. Or
Neither team wants to make a mistake at this
No.
point. They just want to be playing the best that they can do. This is a nice opener by Heather.
Yeah.
very
Very
nice shot.
nice.
Just spectacular. Her game has certainly turned around here after a rocky beginning. She's been a big story here the last 6 or 7 ends.
Well, this one's going to roll right through. I think Marlene's found the ditch.
Certainly speaks to what Christie Grahame has done to clean up some of the mistakes that Marlene has made.
Get back.
He's been very good throughout this game.
Okay, that one's also jack high. I have a feeling Heather might not be quite so happy with that bowl. A little something for BC to catch on now.
Another one going all the way through there for Marlene. Her range is an issue on these long shots.
And that'll be a bit of concern for Christie. He needs something to work with down there. Heather's got
Very
a
good.
third bowl in here.
Cheers.
Tucks this one in behind just a
Nicely
bit.
placed, protected as well.
That's a great shot.
Something close.
This is an important shot here for Marlene Cluetinx to get some kind of response. Again, coming in pretty hot.
She's got a lot of weight on this again.
Looks like it'll catch that ball.
Oh, but yes.
She needed that little
No.
bump and roll.
No kidding. If she'd slipped by yet again, that one would have found the ditch as well.
There's the replay. Nicely done. That was coming in pretty hot there for Marlene Cluetinx of Team BC, but she catches that Alberta bowl, moves it back a couple feet, and now it's Alberta just lying 1 right now. Early here in end 14. Heather Mackie for Alberta.
This bowl looks like it's staying out a little high as well, but it's going to. Is it going to hold up? No, it's
nope.
found the ditch
Yeah,
as
the ditch it
well.
goes there. Big miss there for Mackie. Nice speed here for Cluetinx.
Oh, she's
It's
got a
right in
lovely
there.
bowl. Lovely bowl.
Just spectacular. BC rolling, looks like 1 or 2. Here's the replay. Here it comes in from Cluetinx. Just gets the nudge and the positioning. And
Absolutely. So Marlene might not have been too happy with her first 2 bowls that
there
end,
is
but
a
she
lot of
finished
yeah,
the final 2 bowls just absolutely perfect.
you know, you put 2 in the ditch, but you can reverse that with 2 beautiful shots. You can change the landscape of that portion of the end.
Yes, it changes very quickly.
Pat Bird open the skip here and N14
Oh,
tucks
just
in behind.
slips by. It was good weight. You need to make something happen, so he definitely got it there.
And the quick playing Christie Grahame. It's a bit left. Can it catch something? Oh, it just slipped by that Alberta bowl, but it's still certainly in
Oh, he
contention.
won't be unhappy with that
No.
shot. Always nice to have something tucked in behind. Pat comes a little more aggressively
Looks like
this
he's
time.
is he busting it up?
He's giving it a try. Let's see what happens. Oh,
Oh, and now BC line one. And there's that bowl you talked about. You want something tucked in behind just for that very reason.
absolutely. Christie's last shot pays off.
And here's the replay. Line one here for Team BC. Or at least it appears from this angle. It's very tough to tell, actually, just how close that is. Who is lying there? That's off to your left. You can see on your screen right now. That's an
Absolutely.
Alberta bowl. It's a BC bowl to the right, and that's could be a measurement.
It could be.
We'll see. Still more to play, but those two bowls are nicely insulated by four sitting a foot out front, as you can see to the right part of your monitor there. Christie Grahame, he's attacking.
Oh,
he
he
just
slips right
missed.
through. Is he
Yeah.
going to stay up or
No.
no? It's
It
gone
went
as
through.
well.
That was very close to being a very good shot, but how many times have we said that today? That's
So Alberta does have the two back bowls here, so Pat may want to take a look at trying to move that jack back a bit.
The toucher is that. Is that correct? There's a chalk mark on that. It's this one. So this is not a toucher here. There's chalk on. Christy, we're there too, Chuff.
He chopped it with real chalk.
One toucher only down here, right? One. Yeah. Okay.
This is not.
That's
Oh,
fine.
that's
just
not it.
just yeah, that's fine. Okay.
see
So
the
it's the
mark
one with the
here.
lines on.
Here, the actual chalk.
Yeah. Okay.
So Pat wants to make sure he understands which bowl is the toucher, because if that bowl happens to get knocked in the ditch, it could still stay in play.
so two bowls apiece left here, and Pat Bird is really dissecting this next shot here. Very interesting dynamic. It's deep, only a foot and a half clearance there from the ditch. This is a
Yes.
tricky situation here.
Oh,
Got a very
absolutely.
delicate
At a
situation.
very critical point in the game.
Mhm.
If he can make a big shot here, it would stand them really well.
Pat Bird. Drags
Yes.
it.
Yes. What a shot.
Drags it into the ditch.
I think that gives Alberta 3, actually.
Let's see on a replay screen. You can see this at home now. Dragged into the ditch. Those are
And
the
look
two.
at, he's going to follow it in. He's right beside it. You're not going to beat that. It's a question of whether BC can reduce the advantage that Alberta now has. It's not a lot of room down there, and we've watched a number of bowls roll off the end, so it's a very tough draw for Christie. Oh, he's going to fire. He's going to try and take out some of the counting bowls.
Well, it's tough to see what we
Yeah.
have from our vantage point.
Where's the toucher?
By the looks of things,
It's up
the
here.
only BC bowl is the one that's farthest away. So I would say right now Alberta's sitting 4.
4.
Yes.
Wow. One, two,
I got the one in the ditch,
right?
and then the next two black ones,
Our toucher.
Pat's green one, and then
Yeah.
the only bowl the BC has is the one that I believe is farthest from the jack.
So what's the plan here now for Bird? Just try to
If I were
trough?
Pat, I wouldn't want to get too close to the edge, because that would be the shot that Christie would probably play for to try and cut the score down. I'm sure he'd like to get it in the count, but if he's 3 or 4 feet off from the ditch, he should be happy with that shot. Oh, and he plays it even shorter.
Oh, wow. Ultra conservative there.
I'm sure he's disappointed with that. He would have liked to at least try and get it into the count.
What's best case scenario here for Christie Grahame on his last bowl?
Well, if he can somehow draw close, he could cut them down to one. But it's very fast down the end here. It's tough to hold the green.
Does this have enough?
I don't think it does. He's come up short. Well, we'll see what the count is,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't be surprised if it's 4.
Umpire.
They'll get the umpire to check that last bowl.
This one is not touching the jack. Can I move it up?
So it's a 16-11 lead for the moment, but Alberta
May have
boys
4
have really
here.
cut into that
They
lead.
have 4. We could be down to a single shot advantage. So that big 12-1 lead that BC had early in the game is almost evaporated.
Wow. And it just seemed like they could have been in cruise control after that, after the entering N7 on 12-1.
No kidding.
Unbelievable. Let's see what the umpire has.
You go with chalk here.
Want me to?
Well, I know the players will be
Okay.
enjoying it, and the fans are just loving this.
Yeah, certainly you'd feel the intensity picking up here around. A lot of intrigue amongst the
Well,
large gallery
There's
here.
a
at
lot of
Parksville.
murmur in the crowd over this one. This is huge.
That's good.
So a measurement is happening right now in the ditch off to our broadcast left here.
Good.
Between these two bowls, the BC and Alberta
So
bowl.
they're checking the Alberta bowl first. Now they'll come across. See if they reach the BC bowl or not.
I
Look,
don't.
it's just slightly short, I think.
It looks like it's Alberta's bowl.
You're okay there. That's good.
I believe
Oh,
they're
that's-
just short, and that means they're going to check again.
This could be huge. That
Well,
could be
it's a really critical measurement. They want to make sure they've got it right.
Touching?
It is. Alberta's, I believe. 4? Incredible. You called it, Gary. That 12-1 lead, once enjoyed by BC, is,
You're hiding.
well, it's a one-shot lead.
A
Six-
single shot with 3 ends to play.
16.
Pardon me, 4 ends to play.